see this what I'm drawing now?
Yeah.
Yes.
Now, here we have time. Okay, here we have time. And here, let's suppose we have a breakdown. 1, here we have 3. Okay, here we have 2. Here we have 1 again. Okay. So, let's suppose this is step 1, 2, 3. Or we can do step by step also. Okay, let's suppose first of all we want to put step 1, 3. 1, 3. Okay. So totally, if we want to calculate the breakdown here, what do we need to do? Let's suppose these are months. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 months, right?
Right.
We have 8 multiplied by 25.
200.
Okay, multiplied by 24. Correct?
Yes. 1,200. No.
Which means 200 multiply 400, no, 4,800 hours, maybe?
Yes.
Or seems too much?
No.
4,800, yeah.
That's correct. Okay, so these are hours. Okay?
Okay.
This is hours for 3 steps?
Yes.
No, I made a mistake. So I made a mistake. This must be I made a mistake. So 25 days multiplied 24 is a running time divided by 8. Okay, which is down. I need to do
75.
so. I need to do this divided by 8. Correct?
No, no.
This
it's
is
less.
wrong. This is wrong.
600 over 8.
600 over 8. But Maurizio, this is running time.
This is no divided by.
We cannot divide it straight away. We need to deduct the breakdown amount. Let's say that we have 100 hours breakdown or 50 hours. So 600 minus 50 divided in 8.
Yeah, now it depends, because now, of course, this is a good remark that you did, because let's start step by step for a moment. Okay, 25 days multiplied, because these are 8 months. No, it was correct, sorry. I made a mistake. It is correct, because it's 8 months. Okay, 8 months. This is 4,000. Okay. Okay, so this is running time.
Yeah, in total.
Okay. This is running time. Now we need to consider that the working condition is like this. Now the Mtbf, mean time between failures. So this is failure, okay, and this is another failure.
Okay.
So this is the mean time between failure, this one.
Okay, so we don't need to deduct the
In this case, no. There is another time, which is mean time to failure, which is this one. Okay. So the theory is quite articulated. Okay. But if we consider Mtbf between failure, this is failure, this is the other failure. Okay. Now, in this case, then I need to do 4,000 divided by 1, 4, 6, 7, 9, 11, 4, 14, suppose this is 3, okay, 14, 17. 17, okay?
Breakdowns.
Breakdowns.
Which means
So in this case,
282.
But this is
200.
not professor formula.
Oh, one moment. 282. This is not professor formula. I can agree with you. But because the professor formula, which is, let me say, international formula, especially when, if I put +1, because you correctly said should be +1.
Not only this, Maurizio, but also you are not deducting the breakdown hours from the total running hours.
This is what I said. If you calculate the Mtbf, you don't need to deduct. Because we need to distinguish mean time between failure from the other KPI, which is mean time to failure. So Mtbf okay, is MTTF plus MTTR. Make sense?
It makes, but the formula in the maintenance handbook and professor is same. It is different than what you are calculating now.
But because they deduct the MTTR?
No. They are deducting the breakdown hours as well from the total running hours for Mtbf. Can I show?
Yes, let's show, and then we will continue.
Can you see my screen?
Just a moment. It's loading. Okay. So Mtbf operating time minus breakdown. Okay. But however,
the only difference, there is no +1 here, according to professor definition.
Can you see there? Then because so a related term, mean time to failure, MTTF, is used primarily for non-repairable assets and components. Yeah. Like, both terms are measure of asset reliability, they are so no mean life. So in principle, the reality should be MTTF as this formula and not MTBF. So you say, Maurizio, why then you approve the book? And you may be right, because honestly speaking, if we go to the formula, because we with the level of detail that we have, honestly, this does not change a lot in our business. Now, let me continue with the other. Let's keep in mind this formula, okay?
Okay.
From certain perspective, this is correct. Why correct? Because
Причем Mtbf разбирает, которые на 3 фабриках произвели. Mtbf разбирает.
Okay. If instead of one MTR, in our situation, the MTR is around 30 minutes, correct?
Yeah.
Now, can you multiply, which means 0.5 hour?
Yeah.
Right? Now, can you recalculate?
Just a moment.
Again with the formula in the book?
If I have, let's say 17 multiply.
You need to do 4,800 minus 8 hours.
Yeah, which is peanuts.
Peanuts, exactly. This is the reason why I didn't argue. because when the MTTR is solo versus the Mtbf, the two parameters are exactly the same. From engineering standpoint, it's peanuts. Okay?
Yeah.
Now, also what we are going to say in a certain way could be so logical then when you calculate the Mtbf in step 1, 2, 3, so you get 282, okay? Now we can do two things. Let me go. Sorry. Okay, we can do two things. You say we can start from 0. And of course, the Mtbf is something that change cumulative like this, okay? Up to this is 282, okay? 200. Now we are starting step 3. Okay, we can start from 0, right? Or we can even continue from here. But the big difference is not the starting point. The big difference is this division. The big difference, again, is not the starting point. The big difference is this element here. So the fact that we have this is 17 breakdown, which affect the result. Do you follow me?
Yeah.
So if I work for I don't understand why cannot synchronize. Do you know anyone from you is specialist on this?
Not me.
Why sometimes synchronize, sometimes not? So I should do 4,800 plus 1 month, which is 24, 25 multiplied 24, correct? Which is 1 month.
Yes.
24 divided in the additional month I have 0 breakdown. I should continue with 17. Okay, and so this is the good part. This
Exactly.
is the old part, and this get deteriorated. Okay, now I can decide to have this as an offset, which means I start from the previous one, because in the end of the day, in the beginning I had 282. So let's go back. This I am here. I could decide to continue starting from here, and otherwise I need to start from 0. Okay. So we could even decide to modify the formula. I will not be so sophisticated, because we could do plus a running time. Finish.
But then this is different, Mario.
Yeah, but it's practically the same. Professor is saying, no, let's use a running time. Divide the number of breakdown. Plus 1. But in the step 3, this is always 0. So this is running time. Is it just, remember, keep always in mind, Yamashina is a professor. So in the end of the day, he always look for models. So what does that mean, models? Model means to create one formula, which is number of breakdown, which means running time divided number of breakdown plus 1. So what is the pro and contra of this formula? That if we work from step 1 to step 3, this generates an error in the calculation, right?
Yes.
But is negligible.
Yeah.
Okay. If we use the formula from step 3 on, this one eliminate the problem. But however, if the line, the machine, the factory is starting from an existing MTBF, why do we need to cancel a starting from 0? Because in the end of the day, it was the starting point. But however, once the line will reach 6,000, 8,000, 10,000 hours, the initial value, 282, is negligible. Okay? Now, another way could be what I wrote here, that I invented in this moment, guys. So I want to demonstrate to you, after all this kind of speech, the important thing, that you are clear the concept. Then you can invent all formula that you want. Clear what I'm saying?
Yeah. But if just there is only one difference. If I continue at that 600 and divide it in 17, the MTBF will be around 317. But if I do 200 plus 600, it will be 800.
Would you say again, please?
4,800 divided in 17 is 282.
Yes.
Okay. So if the runtime for 1 month is 600. So 282 plus 600 makes around 880.
Yes.
But instead, if I do 4,800 plus 600 divided 17 or 18.
No. This is not what I'm saying. If you consider this formula here, this is 282.
Exactly.
Okay. Plus 700.
Yeah, 600 or 700.
So
yeah.
with the formula that I just invented now, after 1 month, the MTBF will be 982. Okay?
Yeah.
With this formula that Yamashina said, okay, the result will be 700. Okay?
Yeah.
Now, this kind of error as a difference between this and this will be negligible. The more the time goes on, the more negligible will become the error. Clear what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But also, when Professor this +1, in my opinion, also, as he knows very well the concept, he invented the formula in that moment. We don't need to write. Now, I hope that I didn't confuse you more.
The thing is, Maurizio, the formula that you write doesn't comply with what we know as MTBF, because to me it should be 4,800 plus running time, and this total should be over 17, because MTBF means total loading time over total number of breakdowns, right?
But let me ask this question. After all this conversation, do you have any preference, any doubt?
The difference doesn't seem big, so over the long run, the initial part will be negligible. That's for sure.
If you feel comfortable, now first let me say one thing. If I make all this explanation, because I don't want you to become slave of formulas. I would like you to learn concept rather than formula. Because if you learn formula, in 2 weeks you will forget. If you learn concept, it will be forever. At least this is my mindset. I don't know if it works for you as well. So then if instead you prefer to memorize the formula, memorize the professor formula, which means this one. Okay, this one. Okay, perfect. Start from the step 3 with 0. Finish.
Okay.
But again, if one day, so this is the reason why I was expressing, because if one day I will do one audit, and there is one factory that will propose me this, will propose me this one. So this one, okay, rather than this one, like in the book, I will not feel comfortable to say no, it's wrong because professor said this formula here. Where is it? So this formula here, and this formula here, and I am this one. Okay? Because this formula is linked with this. No, sorry, with this. Okay? While this formula, okay, is linked with this.
Yeah.
Okay? Then we need to be flexible. So if you want factory, again, show this one, and then this formula, I say, okay. If another factory show this with this formula, must I say wrong? No, I would not feel comfortable to say wrong. Of course, if one factory say use this formula, so the running time divided number of breakdown, okay, which means, because at that point would be up to here the same, and here would continue like this, right? Because the improvement will be averaged by this breakdown.
Then we don't need +1.
Here we don't need +1, but however the performance would be bad. If one factory, so this, okay, represent this formula. This is completely wrong, I agree. This and these are disputable. Because in the book, what Federico, I don't remember who made the part of Mtbf, Federico or Murat, I don't remember. So I would not feel comfortable to say, no, this is wrong, the other is right, and vice versa. Makes sense?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. They think, now, just to answer your question, in the pillar circle, maybe if you want, you can open a conversation. Who is
Okay.
the pillar leader in the circle now? The central.
PM, Serdar.
I represent Nametap.
No. Okay, I know. So globally,
Federico, as far as I remember.
because Federico now moved or is going to move.
Okay, but I understand your point. That would be a discussion
However,
point in the.
if in the circle, Serdar, we
Yes.
want to clarify, guys. So with the formula professor, maybe someone can become confused. So maybe we need to help. We need to find the logic, etc., etc. If you want, you can.
Okay, I understand.
Okay, so this is the.
This is much better.
Okay.
Okay. And the other point was safety contractors management, but that's much